I just think mathematically and what makes sense and what doesn't hurt Owens is Owens has to win this and, you know, become the US title holder in this one for it to sort of have any sort of, you know, decent merits on it now. And I know it seems a little bit sort of like you know, not, it's very predictable, but yeah, you know, I just wouldn't see the logic in the only reason Jericho would win is just for the sheer surprise factor. But I just think logically Owens has to win this, and more importantly, Matt, he has to win clean. You know, I want to see a clean match here, and I think this has to be the one, surely, Matt, where Jericho. I mean, obviously Jericho's not going to have a problem doing a clean finish for someone like Kevin Owens, but. You know, Jericho, who beat AJ Styles last year, by the way, cleanly. You know, this would be a good feat for Kevin Owens to win this, but please be clean. That's all I'm going to say. I know he's the heel, but I just really think he has to win a match clean because we haven't seen it for such a long time. Matt, who are you going to results wise going for, and how do you think it's going to go?
Yeah, for me, it's got to be Kevin Owens as well. I mean, it's like we allude to so many times that, you know, Jericho, he's got other commitments, and, you know, that belt has to be dropped to someone, and this is the perfect opportunity to do so. I just feel there's room for surprise in this match. I feel like although Kevin Owens will most likely win, there will be a section in there, I feel, that will be different to what we're expecting. It will almost be like the fact that if they're going to write Jericho out, they'll have to do it in a big, grand kind of finale. Yeah.
Well, you know, how about let's have Jim Cornette come out in that one. Let's have him screw over Kevin Owens. There you go. That can be his moment. Yeah, that'll be interesting, won't it? To see that. So yeah, both Kevin Owens there. Okay, let's go to another Raw match now. This is for the WWE. Well, what we're calling them now, the Raw Tag Team Championships. God knows I think they are called that. Okay, so we've got obviously Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in there up against Enzo and Big Cass, and of course Sheamus and Cesaro. Triple threat, and now we've got the stipulation of a ladder involved, Matt. You thought there wasn't going to be one this year. There is. And I think that's why it makes the card, because I think if not, this probably would have been a pre-show match. Quite frankly, but you know, obviously, all of these guys, Matt, they're all great wrestlers first and foremost. I like all of these guys in this match, but do you feel this could get a little bit sort of fuzzy and could be you know, obviously it's got to be executed just right, isn't it? This match, and I mean, lengthwise, do you expect this is? I can't imagine this is going to be as long as like a normal ladder match. I just got a feeling this is going to be one of those matches that goes sort of as a match before one of the main events type of thing, and I think it'll just get fans buzzed up for a bit of excitement, but I don't see it going long in this one. How do you see this match going, Matt?
Yeah, I can't really see it being a long one, and the amount of prominence lately that the ladder has been given in WrestleMania, maybe that should get a Hall of Fame induction, because they keep bringing it out.
The streak.
No matter what context, it can be for the Intercontinental title, it could be a tag team title. You know, they just love getting that ladder involved at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't be terrible. I'm just kind of, although I do enjoy them, I just think it gets a little bit overused, and that they didn't really need to throw a ladder in this to generate some interest. I mean, I was going to get behind Sheamus and Cesaro anyway. I think they're great and great as a team, and are now kind of getting a little bit overlooked. But at the same time, you know, the club have been incredibly overlooked since they've been there, and they deserve their run now with the titles. So I thought that would have been interesting enough for me anyway. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult one for me to call, though. Yeah,
I mean, it's difficult because Enzo and Cass, you know, feel like a bit sad out of the wind's gone a little bit with them. But, you know, Big Cass in a ladder match doesn't really suit him too much either, to be quite honest with you. Of course, Enzo it will, but yeah, Sheamus, Cesaro. I got a feeling with Sheamus and Cesaro, they'd probably be the least ones that I'm going to say that WWE will go with, even though I would like to see them have another run again, because I actually enjoyed them as a tag team. But, you know, it's a tough one to pick. I'm going to go simply with. It's difficult. I mean, I'm going to say Gallows and Kyle Anderson retain on this one, just on spur. But it is difficult to pick between them and Enzo and Big Cass, because this would be the stage that you want to win your first one on. So it definitely has that premise to be a moment for those guys. So it's a tough one to call, but I'm going to go with the club on this one. Matt, your predictions on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the club as well. I mean, I know Enzo and Cass haven't actually, had a title like that, but for me, I'm kind of feeling at the moment's almost past now, and I'm kind of feeling like they can still do their tag team kind of thing and not win it. They could be one of those teams that becomes the greatest, like, why did they never win the tag team titles at this rate? And the way they keep portraying Enzo as such a massive weak link in their team, I wouldn't be surprised if they even broke up over it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think as far as the match goes itself, I mean, I do think it'll be exciting. We've got people up off their chairs, no doubt about it. But I just think too many times we've seen those ladders involved, and goodness knows what else. So, it's going to be interesting, that one to see, to say the least. Especially who they go with, for sure. Matt, something we haven't mentioned so far at WrestleMania is our WrestleMania hosts, the New Day. Talking of tag teams, well, of course, they've been around now for some time now, a couple of years now. A solid team. They're one of the biggest merchandise shifters. 10 T-shirts, by the way, they've had since they've been together. It's quite a record. And they've all sold some staggering numbers. I mean, as hosts, Matt, is this an opportunity for them, or is this an opportunity wasted, or is this better than just being sort of one match on a show that nobody sort of cares about? If you think of last year, Matt, wasn't exactly tremendous work that they done with, of course, that tremendous group that was made. I'm sure everyone remembers that, don't they? With what was it, League of Nations? God dear. Is this a better spot for New Day to be in, or do you think it's wasted for them, or do you think this is a better role for them at WrestleMania?
Yeah, they got the charisma to pull it off as hosts and that, but it's just a big why, why have they chosen them when they could be involved in a match? After all that building they did in their character and having those titles for so long, you'd think they'd be a massive deal by now. Pardon the pun, they could blow their own trumpet because, they'd been the longest reigning champions. That's quite an achievement, and that's something you can sell at WrestleMania, like who's going to beat these guys. But it's like an afterthought now, like they've suddenly moved on to the next people, forgotten about the New Day. But, that's dangerous because they're in danger of losing a lot of heat that these guys have right now. They've got a lot of momentum, but it just feels like they've just moved ahead and just forgotten about them. It's a shame. Yeah,
no, I'm with you there. Well, we have to see how they go. Hopefully, we haven't seen them come out on Raw for a while, so hopefully the material's good and, is memorable. It can get over that way, and the New Day do a good job with stuff like that, but just got to be done right, I think, because sometimes you can overdo it. But hopefully they'll be good hosts. Depends how they deliver it, because normally if you are hosts, you get that like one spot coming out, and then the rest is all done backstage anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. You never know. They could make their own match on the night, I suppose. Who knows? Okay, Matt. Talking of another tag team match, and we had mentioned this earlier. Someone looking forward to it, but mixed tag team match, Matt, here on SmackDown. The Miz and Maurice up against John Cena and Nikki Bella. It's got a reality side to it, Total Divas and Total Bellas and all this rivalry between them. It's had some good promos between the two. Obviously, John Cena, Miz, everyone will remember WrestleMania 27. Sure, that main event goes down in the annals of time, doesn't it? But, I've got to give Miz credit here, Matt. He's kind of worked on me a bit, and I've been impressed with him. I think since Maurice has come back, she's been a good addition with him as well. And, I've enjoyed seeing the Miz there, and especially on, Talking Smack. I think he's done some of his best work there, and for John Cena, yes, I'm disappointed it's not The Undertaker this year, no doubt about it. Does John Cena deserve to be in a better match? Yeah, absolutely. But do I think this is the worst thing for him? No. I think this is actually, on paper I was dead against this at first, but I think over time, I think this is a match that, when you think of everything he's done already, this is something that will be remembered a little bit more than some of the other matches he's had, just because it's a lot different, and because he's with Nikki, and there's a little bit more. I think reality are coming across on this one. Matt, what have you made of the feud between these two? And have you been like me, a little bit, sort of taken in by what these guys have done, including Nikki and Maurice as well?
Well, yeah, I have enjoyed the rivalry a little bit. I've enjoyed the Miz sections where he's been showing off and doing his Total Bellas parody. It's been quite funny.
Yeah.
It is a weird position to see John Cena in now. It's like real mid-card. Before he was US title holder, and that was okay. That was supposed to be mid-card, but the way he held that title and the matches that he put on, they were like the very top of mid-card, almost rivaling that what was going on in the heavyweight, and in some cases being better. It's just difficult now because we have this, and I can't help but feel like, is there something behind this? Is there a reason that they're doing this? Is it because of they're expecting some sort of proposal? Because they've brought that up a lot in these parodies about not having a ring, popping the question, and all of that going up and down. So it's left a big kind of thing there. And I think that might be one of the reasons behind it, because I think a lot of people talking about this match are more likely talking about like whether there will be a proposal at the end of this, and that's a little bit of a buzz going around. So it's not such a bad thing, because if people are talking about it, it can only be good, right?
Yeah, well, like I said, is this where it works best for John Cena? Because he's always said his work comes first. He's a company guy. Is it because Vince has now said, you know what, you can do it at WrestleMania. You can do it in character. You can be working and getting engaged at the same time. This is the perfect combination. He is such a corporate guy. Maybe this works best for business for John Cena. Who knows? That is definitely the buzz, isn't it? I mean, if you listen to what Miz and Maurice have been doing, you'd sort of suspect that's the way they're going to go here. And I suspect, Matt, that will be one of the most talked about things mainstream that will come out of WrestleMania. I mean, that's the funny thing, isn't it? Like, of everything that will probably happen at WrestleMania, if that happens, that moment he gets down on one knee, that'll be everywhere, won't it? After this, and not only that, Matt. Here's what makes me think that's going to happen even more. They've got a guest ring announcer. I forgot his name, but he is on like one of those big morning TV show programs, where you know exactly what's going to go down there, don't you? Because the day after, they're going to fly them on to go and do that live TV and be like, yeah, they got married in the ring, and here are the couple to be. It's just queuing it up, isn't it, that one? It's got to be, surely, if you're going to have a guy like that, and now, guest ring announce you guys coming in. Why would you have him there if not? It's that type of feel, isn't it? That will be my prediction. I think he's going to pop the question. I think it's going to happen, Matt. That's one prediction, I suppose. Other than that, Matt, the match itself, I mean, how do you think this match will go? Do you think this has got the capability of being a sort of a good match, an entertaining kind of match for the crowd?
Not really. I think it will be good. I think it'll be by far not one of the best matches of the night. I would have much rather seen Nikki in the sort of heavyweight title or her women's heavyweight title kind of contention. But if this is what we're getting, then that's fine. I mean, there's rumours that it could be like one of Nikki's last kind of matches, and that would kind of make sense as well, and that would be also a reason why she wouldn't be involved